New tonight, the head of the state health department admits there was an oversight in the policy for testing pot.
A CBS 4 investigation has revealed some medical marijuana patients are being denied the ability to make sure they're using a safe product. Our investigator, Rick Sounder, has been looking into this. And Rick, what have you found?
Jim and Karen, you have to test marijuana in order to make sure it's the right potency and it's safe. It could be contaminated with everything from pesticides to mold, mildew, and more. And while the state is making testing mandatory for recreational pot, we found medical marijuana patients are barred from state-approved labs. 3-year-old Vivian likes playing the piano, painting, and playing with blocks.
When she's having a good day, she's a really happy child.
As a baby, Vivian was diagnosed with Dravet syndrome, a condition that caused 50 to 200 seizures a day.
Nerve-wracking, frustrating, and saddening because I see the suffering she's going through.
Out of options with traditional medicine, her parents packed up the New Jersey family to come to Colorado to try medical marijuana. A treatment her father, Brian, says is working.
But we're never really in that really bad zone anymore.
But now Vivian's family has a new fight to get her medicine tested.
They completely cut out patients. I just can't fathom why they would be putting people through this. It's medical.
Last spring, when state regulators made lab testing mandatory for recreational marijuana, licensed labs were banned from accepting marijuana from individuals like Brian, who make their own medicine. The Marijuana Enforcement Division's Louis Koski explains why the rule makers did this.
They intended that to be business to business, and it didn't contemplate people being able to bring things outside the regulated environment.
You can grow 6 plants, you should be able to test it. It's silly.
Jennifer Murray used to test Brian's marijuana at Can Labs, but was told she was no longer allowed to accept samples from anyone outside the licensed cannabis industry.
We just want every consumer to have safe and effective medicine or products.
Without access to testing, providing Vivian with the accurate dose is a crapshoot.
The impact at the end of the day for us is my daughter suffering.
I think it's an absolute disgrace.
Enter Roger Martin, whose nonprofit Grow for Vets gives away marijuana to veterans.
Everything, by the way, that we give out at our events is tested.
Martin has obtained testing equipment and now plans to operate an unlicensed lab to help not just veterans but others know what is in their marijuana.
It's completely backwards.
Some of the most vulnerable patients are now relegated to unlicensed labs.
I'm trying to protect my daughter. I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to treat this as medicine and be very serious about it. And the state's not letting me. Yay.
Some medical marijuana companies have told us that they have taken it on their own to have testing done, although that is strictly voluntary. The head of the state health department told us that medical marijuana should be tested, and he calls the present situation an oversight. Jim and Karen?
All right, Rick, thank you.